Hello everyone, it's me, Cote again, and it's been a while. I was super busy all week building a catapult, and I just have a quick little, nothing special about this battle. So, it's against Sametagross. He was the first person to challenge me since I started this YouTube channel, so here's the battle that he got. He leads with a Hippo, I have Heat Trans, so I kind of have to switch Fearing and EQ. So I go to something to dodge the EQ, and he just sets up Stealth Rock, which, that's alright. Like, I could have set up Stealth Rocks and then switch, predicting him to Stealth Rock, but, yeah, no big deal. I can always bring Heat Train in later. He decides to withdraw here, and he goes into his Gira, and he gets the Intimidate off on me, and that's a big play. You'll see why in a second, and as I set up my DD, predicting him to switch, obviously. So, I'm sitting at +1 speed, I'm obviously going to be faster, but I'm not going to do as much damage as I'd like, because of that Intimidate. So I just decided to go for a Stone Edge, just to see what he wants to do. And after he takes his damage, he lives barely, but that's what Gear's for, it's meant to live, a Stone Edge. He sets up his DD, so now he's sitting at +1 speed and attack, so if he wins the speed tie, if it is a speed tie, then he's got my Gear killed with a Stone Edge. So I decided to go for something to wall the Stone Edge, and he actually goes for a freaking Ice Fang out of nowhere. I was not expecting that at all. That completely just screwed with my head. I had no idea that was coming, and that really sucks. So I was super annoyed. Anyway, there goes my choice scarf, the Revenge Killer. So I send in my Scissor. He sends into a fire type that's going to resist the obvious bullet punch that was coming. I'm not sure what kind of Infernate this is, and I don't really want to stick around for a fire attack, but I'm going to, just to see what he wants to do. I just went for a bullet punch there. Maybe like I could have gotten min-max or something. Anyway, it looks like after that Fake Out and Life Orb and Sandstorm, I would have been able to kill it with another bullet punch, so I knew that he was going to switch because I knew he didn't want to stand, so I decided to switch and go to my Heatran, and he went into his Hippowdon, so I'm not sure why he didn't stay in there, but he didn't, as I just went for an HP Grass trying to get some kind of damage on that thing. So his Infernate came back in, I guess, to eat the hit. I don't know what he thought I would do. But anyway, in comes his Luke, and I know that thing can Vacuum Wave me or Close Combat me, so I don't really want to stay in for that, and I go to something to resist the Close Combat. And he makes a good play and goes for Sword Stance, but because of the Intimidate, he's only at +1 attack, which is still dangerous, as much as I'd like to say it isn't. So he sets up another Sword Stance, and I was at +3, so I'm not exactly sure what he wants to do. I'm just going to hit him with a Waterfall. I need to hurt this thing at some point, like to kill it, I guess. And so he's at +3 attack, and I'm not sure what he wants to do. Like, I'm not sure even a Close Combat is going to take me out, but he goes for an Extreme Speed, and +3 Extreme Speed is definitely going to hurt, and in fact, it will take my... Oh, it doesn't. Ooh, wow. My Gira hangs on with 10 hit points, and this battle's really old. Excuse that little that miss in the commentary there, sorry. But there goes my Gira to Sandstorm, that's what I thought. Anyway, in comes his Gira, and because I don't have rocks up yet, he's going to not die on entry. So, I get the Intimidate with my Heatran, so I don't exactly want to stay in. So I just decided to go to something to wall the inevitable water attack. And he goes for an EQ. I've never seen Ice Fang DD and EQ. It's always pretty much my set. Like, my set is supposed to be the standard. But, whatever. He gets his Shell Bell. I'm not sure why he doesn't just have lefties or something. That's kind of a weird item to have. Maybe he plays Item Clause, I don't know. Anyway, he's just going to EQ me again, and I think I just either go for a Wish or I kill it. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I just go for a Wish. I'm gonna Wish and just protect off the damage, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. Like, I could set up on this thing if I can predict it well, but it's not really a huge deal. I protect, trying to get as much HP as I can back, but in all honesty, I should just be killing it. I'm trying to make the Sandstorm kill it, because if he's not hitting me, he's not getting lefties back, or he's not getting any health back with the Shell Bell. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do, just end off with as much HP as I can. And I just decided to switch out into my Shaman here because I just get bored of that game, and I'm going to resist the EQ, but not the Ice Fang, which I completely forgot about up until this point. So I resist the EQ, he gets his Shell Bell, and I'm going to be faster than him because he hasn't set up a dance. But I'm pretty sure he dives to the Sandstorm here anyway, so that's a completely moot point, it doesn't even matter. So now I'm in here, I've got my Shaman, pretty good HP, pretty fast Pokemon, and in comes this Gengar, and I'm not sure what this Gengar wants to do. I've rarely seen Sludge Bomb on a Gengar, so I was like, I don't know what I want to do, and then he just killed me. I was like, oh, that sucks. I think I went for a Leech Seed there, but now he doesn't have to be Scarfed at this point, but you know, I'm not sure what he wants to do. So I go into Scissor, and I'm like, he could switch, or I could Pursuit him, or he might, if he doesn't switch, then I'm gonna want to Bullet Punch. But he decided to switch. I got a crit and super effective damage, so that was a ×8 freaking Pursuit, and that was awesome. But in comes his Hippo, which is going to wall my Scissor. I go to Vaporeon because a Surf is going to roll it because it has no special defense. It only has regular defense. He hits me with an EQ, big deal. He's going to get like 100 points of damage. So things are looking pretty good, even though he did have that one massive Ice Fang. I don't even want to call it a prediction because that's not what it was. Anyway, he goes to the On-Mega, and at this point I know I'm going to win. It's going to be a matter of how long it takes me to do it, because he can't do anything to my guys with the On-Mega, especially and it's almost dead. It's going to die to Sandstorm. So he gets a miss, which is a 5% miss. So that's kind of lame, but you know, it just really speeds things up. I'm not even sure that Air Slash would have taken out Vaporeon. It might have, but I sincerely doubt it. And now Vaporeon's just going to finish off this Hippowdon because, you know, what else? What else is it going to do? So that's going to be the game, and that was a really fun match. That was the first one I played against the sub, so I was super stoked to play it. So a few things. I tried to start up the, on the weekend, I had like 20 minutes free, and I was trying to like figure out what I wanted to do for the Pokemon Wi-Fi battle tutorial, and it just sounded awkward when I was doing it, so that's going to be on hold until I get some good and exciting ideas, because I don't want to just stand there with a blank screen and just talk to you guys about it. And I can't exactly do a live comm because my computer sucks and it lags the emulator that I used to record. So that's kind of going to be on hiatus for a little while. And tomorrow, or the next day, I'm not sure, I'm going to have up the results video for the Pokemon, Choose That Pokemon thing that I was doing. So anyway, stick around for that. And also, I made up somebody suggested this, and I thought this idea was awesome. Like, I had thought of this myself, but somebody suggested it too. I made a team today full of just Eveelutions, and I'm gonna give that team a go on the old game battles today. So be sure to stick around for that. It'll sure be lolzy if I win. So, or even if I get close to winning. So anyway, that's all I really have to say. So stay classy, guys. See you later.